first. Get him out the way. That's right. But, this one's called Dirt. Everybody gets hurt now and then. We're all gonna be dirt, I'm not sure when. There's gonna be rich and there's gonna be poor. You can scratch that itch like the one before. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. You know the score, but you still play the game. You can do your best, end up like all the rest. Or maybe you'll get lucky and be very well dressed. You could be with someone you can call a keeper, but now they're gone, and you're a weeper. Well, you're out on the streets, looking for some place to stay, and some big knob comes up and says, "Get out of my way!" 1 and 1 is 2. We all know that's true, but after that things get complicated. Everybody gets hurt now and then. We're all gonna be dirt, not sure when. You can get real high and come down low. You can start off fast and end up slow. Thanks very much. Now, I've had 3 combi vans in my life, and as it turned out, that was too many. But on the other hand, I wish I kept them now to be worth a fortune. Anyway, this one's called Driving in My Combi. Driving in my combi, young and free. Driving in my combi, you and me. I had a split screen 1600 with double doors. Today it'd be worth 85 grand, maybe a little bit more. I'm going downhill, you could crack 90 k's an hour. But coming back up again, all you could do is dream about flower power in my combi. Driving in my combi. I broke down in every town between here and Melbourne. Sometimes I'd get through okay, but those days were seldom. I learned more more than I ever wanted to about Bimbola. When I took the engine out by the side of the road to get to the oil cooler in Bimbola. 30 k's from the nearest town, the engine starts making a knocking sound. The speedo goes crazy, starts spinning around. Don't worry about it, man, just put the pedal down in my combi. I drove all around the streets of St. Kilda, making deliveries. That thing would jump out of gear every time the road got a little bit jittery. A friend up in Sydney, he got us a gig. It was a great little venue. This was gonna be big, but we dropped the valve the other side of Wodonga. So it looks like our fame in Sydney was gonna take a bit longer from Wodonga. The best time? Is this a worst time? Is it the last time? Or is it the first time? Is it half time? Or maybe it's full time? I just don't know. I just don't know. Is this a good day? Is this a sad day? Is it my birthday? Just a bad day? Is it payday? Or maybe it's doomsday? I just don't know.
I just don't know.
I just don't know.
I just don't know.
They're all up there telling me they know the answers. And everybody down here is telling me, oh no, Donnie, oh, they're wrong. Got my head spinning round like some sort of crazy dancer. And I just don't know what's going on. No, I just don't know what's going on. Is this a freeway? Or is it a highway? Maybe a roadway? Or just a pathway? Is it a hallway? Or maybe a doorway? I just don't know.
Just don't know.
I just don't know.
I just don't know.
They're all up there talking like they're experts, and they've been told just exactly what to say, while we're down here being trickled down on. We're just making it through day by day. We're just getting through day by day. I just don't know.
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 I just don't know. Now I notice there's a couple of people in here tonight, this afternoon, that would recognise this song from its original verse, original record. We put out when I was in the band called the Bodgies, and we started in 1979. Can you believe that? And this is one of the first songs I wrote, and we thought we're going to put it on the new record because nobody could probably remember it, so we pretend it's a new one.
I think, is this the first time we've done this Muddy Waters song live?
No.
No. Oh.
I don't think so. Yes, absolutely it is. What a special event for all of you here tonight at the Wheat Chief Hotel.
I worked in factories and foundries, on building sites and cars. Then I got into music, and I bought an old guitar. Started out at the Anchors, 200 people in a tiny room, all packed tight, no room to fight, smoke and beer and perfume. But I shook hands with Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters, he shook hands with me. I shook hands with Muddy Waters. And that's one thing you can never take from me. Those late nights up in King's Cross, when we played at the Mansell Room. During the break we'd go out in the street and watch what those girls were doing. Then living in St. Kilda, walking down Fitzroy Street, saying no thanks mate, no thanks mate, no thanks, I'm just here to get something to eat. We got to meet Rodriguez. Mo Diddley gave us some kind words. We opened for the Oils, and Joe Cocker's road crew were turds. But I shook hands with Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters, he shook hands with me. I shook hands with Muddy Waters. And that's one thing you can never take from me.
Now I'm an aging straight white male. Maybe I should just get out of the way. If I keep on keeping on, I'm gonna have to find a new empty bar to play. When we're finish my best song, and a lonely punter lets out a roar, I look up at the screen and see Collingwood have kicked a score. I've got to point out. Now, as well as I've got a book and CDs for sale here, we've got a lot of merch. But way back, maybe, 15 years ago, something? Jake Morrison on guitar. And Eddie Morrison on the bass. And Andy wasn't part of the band at that time, but Andy's playing the drums tonight, or today. But anyway, the three Morrisons here, we had a band called Prawnhead. And we used to do a lot of busking and that. And we made a CD, and we'd busk in the market and the mall and things. And we sold stacks of the CDs, so we ordered another 500. But about almost at exactly the same time, we couldn't play that fast anymore. So we merged into the Raging Thirst. So anyway, we've got a box full of Prawnhead CDs here, and we're giving them away for free because we'd rather see them, being listened to and used than just sitting in the box. And if you like to make a donation, throw it in the box there, but make sure you go home with a Prawnhead CD one way or the other.
Free to a good home.
Now we're going to continue on with the new album, and we think it's going to be called Dreams. So I drift off into that other world, the one where I start talking to my dream girl. And I love it when you tell me all my jokes are very funny. I love it when you say you don't care about no money. I love it when you say you're never going away, except when we plan on a holiday. And so save me now. Save me now. Oh, the bar is crowded. There's a cover band flogging away, playing all those old hits from yesterday. I've heard it all before, there's nothing new. So I start dreaming about you. And nobody could hear anything that I say, so I might as well start talking to you anyway. I love it when you dance, I love it when you sing. When it comes to you, I love every damn thing. I love it when you kiss me, I love it when you say you're a grumpy old fart, but I love you anyway. And you save me now. You save me now. And when I get home and I'm drinking all alone in my empty room, I start dreaming through the gloom. And drove for 3 days across a dried out plain till it was time to move across to the right-hand lane. The driver of a big fat ute wouldn't let me in. That's when I knew I was back home again. Turned the radio on to a local station. I heard the last few chords of To Her Door. The radio announcer said, "That's our Paul, but he left here 40 years before." The old dog seemed pleased to see me as I collected my mail. A bunch of bills and catalogs, another Harvey Norman sale. Now I wander through my empty house. I look at pictures from the past, hanging there to remind me the times never last. Thanks. Now we're coming up to the end of the new album. Here's a song that you cannot play at a work function unless it's your last day and you've already got your pay. All right? There's one more song on the album we haven't recorded yet, so we won't play it because I don't know how it goes. But this one's called My Boss. That's it. Yeah. My boss is an idiot. His boss is too. He'll do anything they tell him to. 8 hours a day. tell him to. One of these days I'm gonna tell him to. My boss is an idiot. Oh, I missed that out, have I? Oh, yeah. Okay, no, there's one more to go that I missed out on the set list. How did I do that? Oh, well. Probably hadn't had a beer for a couple of days in this room.
Yeah, you were shaking too bad to write it down on the set.
That's right. Well, I woke up happy. I saw my future in a dream. Yes, I woke up happy. But things are not quite as bad as they seemed. Well, it's been a while. It's been a long, 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 long while. Well, the sun is shining. I feel it warming up my feet. See the people smiling. They're all getting out and about in the street. And it's been a while. It's been a long, 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 long while. Well, the boat was sinking, but now it's sailing across the sea. And it's got me thinking, I'll get back to the way I used to be. Well, it's been a while. It's been a long, 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 long while. Yes, it's been a long, 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 long while. It's been a long, 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 long while. Thanks. Well, I remember that. That was inspired by the, when all the lockdowns finished after COVID. But now that we've all been taught that the person next to us is our enemy and could kill us, things are not as good as they seem. But anyway, let's not go there on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Here's a song we haven't done for years, and it was one of the first ones. Not one of the first ones I wrote, but it was when I was in Melbourne. I was playing in a band called the Ghetto Blasters after the Bodgies finished, and it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, no, I've got to put that on. Standing here. I've got a car no one knows about, and I park it at the end of your street. I've been sacked, I've been kicked out, my phone calls are left unanswered, and up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Standing and I'm watching somewhere near your front door. There's a car parked in the driveway. I know that car's not yours. Upstairs in a bedroom, dim red light comes on. Up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Up in the bedroom, I wonder what's going on. Well, my day job up until recently, the guitar business has dropped right off, but was making these metal body guitars, and you know, I used to travel around and find old sheets of iron. It has to be before 1950, otherwise it gets it's too stiff and brittle to be able to roll flat and knock sideways on. And so I used to scratch around in a lot of old, you know, old houses, old ruins and that, and there's nothing more, I think, evocative than walking through an old ruin that's obviously been, you know, a whole lifetime of several people's lives, you know. And for instance, this guitar that I'm playing now is made out of my grandparents' house up in Broken Hill, because my mum was from there, and I used to spend a fair bit of time up in Broken Hill when I was a kid. And I remember, you know, playing out cricket out in the dusty backyard of my grandparents' place. And my pop, Vince Victory, he wasn't allowed to drink in the house, and he was only allowed to go to the pub twice a week because his wife and my grandma, Minnie Maloney, who she was only about 4'5" tall, but she ran a very strict household. Anyway, we're playing cricket out there, and the cricket ball rolls up through this shed into this dark corner and on the side. And I went up chasing it, and there's old Pop sitting in the dark corner there drinking a beer. And he said, "Oh, don't you tell your grandmother I'm in here. I'm making her a surprise." So anyway, years later, I went back there, and it's all abandoned now. So I grabbed a sheet of tin, and a foundation stump had fallen out. So I got the headstock veneer, and the wood for the neck is from old skirting boards that were loose and things. So I made this guitar. And also sort of inspired this song called One Day. One day I'll be rusty, possums in the roof, pigeons in the kitchen, floorboards coming loose, porch out the front is long since blown away. There was nothing there to shelter anyway. One day the old dog's grave will be erased by time, replaced by a fading keep out sign. Old sheets of iron lying on the ground. Sheds and shelters falling down. But once there was a garden with fruit on the vine. There was a band on the veranda with dancing and wine. Once there was a wedding out on the back lawn. Once a little child was born. I've been renovated. I've been bought and sold. I've been advertised as charming. An investment one could hold. A renovator's dream, then land value only. Now, no one seems to own me. But once there was a swing set, kites flying in the breeze. Once there were little children climbing in the trees. I've seen 1,000 goals kicked and many overs bowled. But now, I'm just old. One day I'll be empty, standing all alone. Anyone that knew me, long since dead or gone. One day I'll be leaning, wind howling through the door. No one knows my story anymore. Thanks very much. Now we might finish off this bracket with a song I wrote to explain to people what the Adelaide music scene was like when I was doing all my sold-out tours of stadium tours of California and Europe and that. When they found out I was from Adelaide, they'd all come up and ask me, what's it like in Adelaide music-wise? And so I thought, I could write a song and I'd just say, well, buy my CD and you'll find out, sort of thing. And this is a song about what would have happened to Bob Dylan if he was born in Adelaide. Bob Dylan was born in Adelaide in 1941. He went to Unley High School, but he never got along. Not exactly unpopular, just a little strange sometimes. He excelled in English and liked to talk in funny rhymes. Once he wrote a song, something about blowing in the wind. Then he went to teachers' college and didn't play much again. At a protest rally, they bought a brick veneer down near Happy Valley. Bob got a job teaching poetry to teenage Catholic boys. He was ideal for the job, immune to the smell and noise. Mary thought Bob's voice was awful and encouraged him not to sing. She said, Bob, take up photography. Music's not your thing. Brother lived in Maylands. His name was John. He was a bitter, twisted cynic, and they never got along. He drunk himself to death, working in the public service. Bob and Mary were alone at the funeral service till it was nearly time to go, when three blokes showed up and introduced themselves as George, Paul and Ringo. mention, Bob finally called time. The staff took up a collection and bought him some fine wine. Now the Dylans are grey nomads, off to see Australia. Bob threw his old guitar in the back of the camper trailer. And one night around the campfire, after a lot of rearranging, Bob calls, "Hey Mary, listen to this. It's called The Times They Are Changing." Mary said, "Shut up, Bob, and get in the van." Thanks very much. Now we're going to take a break now. Don't forget to come and get a CD, free one or a more modern one from me, a book or CD. Backing vocals ruined by lump support coming up. Lucky if you didn't fall.